Okay, students, so I will do the last question for 5.6. This you might some of you might find out of this one. Okay, so I will do just this one. You try this all question, you can easily do it, and the next exercise also you can do yourself, because the important thing here is still 5.5 only. Okay, till 5.5, if you can understand 5.6, 5.7, you can also do it yourself. Okay, so number 11, see here what they have given: x equal to this, y equal to this, so that dy by dx equals, so that dy by dx means you have to find out dy by dx, and it should be equal to minus y by x. Means what? You have to find out dy by dx here also. Now you can see I have written here to find out this dy by dx, we should differentiate this one with respect to x, right? Then dy by dx you will get here, but the problem here is this is not with respect to x, this is in respect to t with respect to t, right? So here the independent variable is t, so this one I can differentiate with respect to t, not x, right? So here also with respect to t I can differentiate, so dx by dt I can find dy by dt. So after that dy by dt, and this I will divide and will get dy by dx. But the problem here is, see carefully. Okay, this question is not correct actually. It should be power here. Okay, x equal to a sine inverse t square root. This one is y equal to a power cos inverse t square root. Now see, to differentiate dx by dt, okay fine, this is of the form you will say root x, so you will get root x differentiation, what it is, 1 by 2 root x. But see here, in place of x you have something different. Now this is a problem. Can you differentiate this one? A sine inverse t, a to the power sine inverse t. Now to differentiate this one you need log, remember? So this one we don't have any identity, so we will take help of log. The problem is now log whether we will take after differentiating this or initially only we will take. So see carefully here how to make this question easy. This root means what? Can I write this one like this? A to the power sine inverse t to the power half. Root means what? Power half, right? So y also can I write like this? A cos inverse t whole thing power 2. So this is also power, this is also power, so I can multiply this two, right? So what I can write here is a 1 by 2 sine inverse t, and this one y is equal to a cos in 1 by 2 cos inverse t. I can write in this way. Now you can see directly I can take log here. If I take log here, this power will come as a coefficient. So let's take log directly. Log of x is equal to a to the power half sine inverse t. I will write here half sine inverse t will come as coefficient log of a. Now this one is constant, remember, log a is constant here, right? Here the parameter is t. Okay, so a is constant here. Then similarly you can write here taking log both side, logarithm, you write down full form. Okay, since I am writing log, you might also write in exam log. Write full form, taking logarithm both side. Okay, so you will get this one. So same way you will take logarithm for this also, taking logarithm both sides. So what you will get, log of y is equal to 1 by 2 cos inverse t log of a. Okay, now I will differentiate this one, differentiating with respect to x, not x, sorry, t. Independent variable is t here, right? With respect to t. So this one what you will get, 1 by x, this is of the form log x. Log x differentiation is 1 by x. Here some student might get confused. This one, now see, with respect to t you have to differentiate, right? Means what? d dt of this one. Let me write down, it's better. d dt of log x. Here some of you might get confused. See carefully. d dt of 1 by 2 sine inverse t log of a. Now see, when you differentiate this one, see here, what is the independent variable here is t. Means in place of x, now here it is t. Okay, if it is d dx of log x, then what we used to get? We used to get 1 by x simply, right? Because independent variable is also x, here also it is x, right? That's why 1 by x. Now in this case, independent variable is t. Okay, now this and this different. So whenever it is different, what we used to do, for example, dy by d log y by dx. Whenever this and this different, what we used to do, d dx of log y, we used to think it as log x. We think it as same one. Then we used to differentiate and we got log of x. But in place of x, we have y here, right? So since y, you have to differentiate again dy by dx. Same thing here also. This is different, right? So first we will think this one log x, what is the differentiation? 1 by x. But since this is different, this you have to differentiate again with respect to t. Okay, so here very important, independent and this variable you have to check carefully. Okay, here dependent variable is x, independent variable is t, different. If it is same, independent variable and dependent variable, if it is same, then we used to differentiate once. We used to differentiate again, but chain rule, but you will get 1 there, because if it is same, what you will get here, dx by dx, so it will become 1. Okay, but it is different, so remember, don't forget this one, dx by dt, again you have to differentiate. Some student, what they will think, in the formula you have x, right? Log x direct formula you have, so 1 by x only you will think, but no, there d dx of log x is 1 by x, d dx, this is d dt. Okay, so these things you have to be very careful with. So here constant we will take it outside, 1 by 2 log a we will take outside, 1 by 2 log a, then dd t of sine of inverse t, this we will differentiate, which you will get 1 by x dx by dt. X, let me bring this side, x here, by 2 log a. Okay, ddt of this one. Now sine inverse x, see here, this one same right now, right? So once only we will differentiate this, so this will be 1 by 1 minus t square. I told you, right? Sine inverse x, what is the differentiation? d dx of sine inverse x, what it is? 1 by 1 minus square root of 1 minus x square. Okay, this you have to remember. I ask you to differentiate this one, all the inverse trigonometry function, normal trigonometry. So you have to differentiate this one and you have to remember all these formulas. Okay, then it will be much more easy. Otherwise you have to differentiate again in the rough separately. Okay, this one I will leave it here only, this I will differentiate. This is mark as 1, this mark as 2. Okay, this will look dirty, so after this 2 I will differentiate here only. Okay, so this is your 1, dy by dx 3, dy by dx by dt, I got it. Now I will find out dy by dt. Okay, so 2 taking logarithm both side, taking logarithm in 2 both side, what we will get? Log of y is equal to log of, okay, 1 by 2 will come up as a coefficient, right? Cos inverse t log of a. Okay, so this one differentiating with respect to t, what you will get? 1 by y dy by dt is equal to 1 by 2 log a, this is constant, right? Will come outside, this you have to differentiate. So differentiation of cos inverse t is minus 1 by 1 minus x square, same like sine inverse only, the only thing is here it will be minus. Okay, so let me bring y this side. So what you will get, if you bring y this side, you will get dy by dt is equal to y by 2 log a here into minus 1 by, okay, minus, let me write here, into here 1 minus x square. Okay, like this I can write, right? Now I have to find what? Dy by dx, which is equal to dy by dt by dx by dt. So dy by dt, what we got? Minus y log a by 2 root over 1 minus x square. Then dx by dt, what we got? Dx by dt is this one, x log a 1, right? 1 same 2 root over 1 minus t square. Here also t square, sorry. Why I have written x? t square. Okay, so 2 gone, this gone, log a gone. What will be left out? Minus y by x. So okay, so this is the only question I think you might find tough. So you can see this is also not tough if you know the rule well. Okay, so you just check independent and dependent variable carefully while differentiating. Okay, so after this 5.7 is all about second order differentiation, means 2 times you have to differentiate, that's it. So directly we will start. Okay, but before that some notation. Okay, see here, dy by dx, how we used to notate, notation how we used to give this. We used to notation used to given us like this also, f dash x. If your function is fx, we used to write f dash x, differentiation of f. Okay, if it is y, dy by dx also we can write another notation you have. What is that? This, if you have a function like this, y equal to x square, something like this, then dy by dx, differentiation of this one will be how much? 2x, right? Now this notation we used to write down as y1 also. So when we write y1, try to understand this is differentiation, first order differentiation. This is your first order differentiation. First order means only one time you have to differentiate. Okay, so first order differentiation is also denoted by y1. This is very important. Second order difference, same way, if you differentiate this one again, dy by dx, if you differentiate again, what you will get? Differentiate this one again, 2 only, right? So this notation, this one can be written as d square y by dx whole square. Now how many times you will write whole square? So for notation they used to write dy by d square y by dx square only. They don't put bracket here. This is just a notation, right? So you can write like this also. And in terms of y only also you can write. What you can write is y2. So this is second order differentiation. Okay, y2. In this way, for third order, y3. Like that it will go on. Okay, what? Cube, y, like this it will go on. dx cube for third order differentiation. So fourth order, 4 here, 4 here. So in y term, it will be like this, y4. Okay, so don't forget this one. So you can notate this one as dy by dx, like this you can write y1 d square y by dx square, y2 d square y by dx, sorry, d cube by d cube y by dx cube is equal to y3, and so on. It will go on like this. Okay, so second order differentiation means 2 times you have to differentiate. Okay, so let's try some question. You can do this exercise also yourself. Okay, very simple exercise. If you know chain rule well, everything you can do. So first question, x square plus 3x plus 2. So here they have asked you to find out, you can see, find the second order derivative of the function given in exercise 1 to 10. So second order derivative means 2 times differentiate this one. So first find out dy by dx, differentiating right now with respect to x. Okay, so you will get this, you take it as let y is equal to this, you write down solution, you can start from here. Let y is equal to this, then differentiating with respect to x, what you will get? Dy by dx 2x plus 3, that's it, right? Constant is 0. So this is first order differentiation. Now second order differentiation you have to find. So differentiating again with respect to x, 1 differentiating with respect to x again. So what you will get? d dx of dy by dx, which is equal to this you have to differentiate, right? This side we have to differentiate ddx of this, ddx of this, so 2 only. So d square y by dx square is equal to 2, or y1 is equal to 2 directly you can write. Okay, shall we do one more, number 2 also? Y is equal to, let y is equal to x to the power 20, so dy by, so let me write down y1 is equal to this will be x to the powers number, right? So this we know how to differentiation, this will come as coefficient and 1 power less, right? So this is first order differentiation. Second order differentiation, again differentiate this, so 20 into this 19 will come as coefficient 1 power less, so you just multiply this to whatever comes out. Okay, let me write down 0, 298, 1 carry, 2 3, 380 x to the power 20. So this will be your answer, y2. So in this way you try other question also, very simple exercise this one. Okay, so you just need to know chain rule well, and you need to know how to use this independent and dependent variable in the differentiation. Okay, so you need to see that one carefully only, and rest are exactly same. So I hope you can do all this question, because here the questions are not tough. Okay, and if I find any question tough there, I will show you in the next video. Okay.